Okay, shalawam. All right, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Kodash. Okay, double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, and to the elect doing the work, shalawam. All right, so this is Nazar Khud, GMS precepts, and real quick, I want to go into this video. I'm gonna just read the scripture first, and I'll go into the few articles that I have. All right, so this is Second Ezra 15, verse I'll start at 14. It points in 15 and 16. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So this is a prophecy speaking about the last days which we're in. We're in the days before the Lord's return. Okay, and the Lord is telling us there shall be sedition among men. This chapter 15 and 16 chapter, really the majority of the books of Ezra are referring to prophecies in the last days and what's going to happen to the nation of Israel. Okay, it's in the book of Ezra, second Ezra, the 6th chapter, that tells you that Esau, who is a so-called white man of today, the rulers of the planet Earth, okay, they will rule. They are the last nation to rule before the nation of Israel comes into power. Okay, so as Second Ezra's the book of Ezra is a very prophetic book, and it speaks about things prior to the Lord's return. Okay, so these are just so this is just one of the things prior to the Lord's return. It says what? There shall be sedition among men. Okay, now when you go into the word sedition, it means an uprising of the people. Okay, there shall be an uprising of the people. Now, if you look into news, this is news of today. I have a few articles here, like I said. This is from the Irish Times. Okay, and this is referring to the Brexit. Okay, it says what? Hundreds of thousands march in support of second Brexit vote. Participants in London rally fear leaving EU will damage stability and prosperity in the UK. So this is this is a proud devil. This is referring to, now the Brexit is what? Is Britain Great Britain leaving the EU. Okay, which is what they want to do. This is another article. The Irish Times says hundreds of thousands march in support of second Brexit vote. Participants in London rallied. Oh, it says basically the same thing. That was the same. Yeah, same article, same website. It says hundreds of thousands of supporters of the European Union marched through London on Saturday in the biggest demonstration so far to demand the British government holds a public vote on terms of the Brexit. Now, the Brexit, like I said, is Great Britain wanting to exit out of the EU for economic reasons, right? Okay, so it says now the Brexit has been going on for a few years now, and this is the biggest rally to date. Hundreds of thousands march in support, man. So this is the biggest rally today. It says with just over 5 months until the UK is due to leave, there is no clarity about what a future trade deal with the EU will look like, and some rebels in Miss May's Conservative Party have threatened to vote down a deal if she clinches one. Okay, so this is another look at this. Organizers said about 670,000 people took part in the march, which would make it the largest in Britain since the demonstrations against the Iraq War in 2003.
Saving her over $75 a month.
So this is what, an uprising of the people, man. Okay, I have here another article here. This is Nancy Pelosi cursed out by protesters in Florida. Okay, I'm not going to play the video, but I'll just read it. It says House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi was hounded by a group of protesters in Florida, with some cursing and calling her a communist. Video of the confrontation shows a small group of hecklers shouting obscenities and calling Pelosi a communist in English and Spanish as she walks into a Wednesday campaign event for congressional hopeful Donna Shalala in Coral Gables. You don't belong here, you fucking communist. You fucking communist fuck. One person house. You and your fucking Democrats. See? So these people are getting sick of these politicians. Now what is that? If you go back to the Ezras, that's what? Where you at? That's what? That's for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another they shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So pretty soon, all these threats, all this hatred from the people, it's gonna become physical, man. Okay? It says what? There shall be sedition among men. Okay? Sedition among men, invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. All right? Now the modern day kings and princes are these politicians. Okay? All right? Now we know the true kings and princes are the elites, but in a way these modern day politicians, they're your lower kings and princes, so they're still in a way rulers, even though they're told what to do, even though they have orders, right? So I have one more. I got one more here. This is Senator Mitch McConnell confronted at restaurant by angry customers. Once again, this is dated today, 10/20/2018. Once again, you have regular people. They're angry at what? Their senators or their modern day kings and princes. Okay, it says that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. This is him right here. This is the dude. If you see him, he's like a speaker. He always has like the turkey neck. Okay, he's got like the turkey neck looking Edomite. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell was confronted Friday night by some angry diners who loudly berated him for his politics. The Kentucky senator was eating dinner with his wife at Havana Rumba in Louisville when four men confronted Mitch. The main aggressor screams at McConnell, "Why don't you get out of here? Why don't you leave the entire country, man?" And that's probably this dude right here. So these, like I said, these people, going back to Ezra, right? It says, one people shall stand up and fight against another, right? And that goes into those race wars, and that also goes into those class wars, man. Okay, because you got Edomites that are upset with other Edomites. Why? Because they're in different class brackets, man. Okay, all right. The people are starting to realize that the super rich are only about themselves. Okay, and it really doesn't matter what political affiliation you want to have, okay? Because at the end of the day, the politicians are just for the rich. Whether you're a Democrat or whether you call yourself a Republican, okay, they're only for their they only cares about the super rich, right? So I'll probably read. It says the woman who shot the video tells us before she started recording, the main aggressor slammed his fist down at McConnell's table, grabbed his doggy bag, and threw the food out the door of the restaurant, man. So these dudes are getting physical, man. Where's your body? Pretty soon they're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to walk around mandatory, and have mandatory bodyguards around him, man. Cause this dude, Esau Bold, he's got white privilege. He think he could just walk up to anybody, even a politician, okay, and pick up his food and throw it out the fucking window, man. Okay, McConnell kept his cool and afterward thanked some of his supporters, shaking their hands. And there's this. The woman who shot the video says before McConnell left, there appeared to be some dispute over the bill. They talked to the waiter and the restaurant manager and apparently resolved it. Republican lawmakers have had a tough time lately at restaurants. See, so this nigga's eating he probably was, hey, I didn't get charged for this, or y'all niggas charged me for 2 coffees. I only had 1. You see how fucking penny pinching these fucking Edomites are, man. Here it is. You got enough money to buy everybody in the restaurant they food, and you want to bitch over a fucking a bill, a dispute about your bill. All right. But anyway, man, these people. This is prophecy. This is and that's how you know, or that's how you can determine who a real prophet is, man. One that is concerned with prophecy. All right, because a prophet is supposed to what? say or speak of things to happen. All right. Now this scripture, now a prophet is gonna look through the scriptures. Matter of fact, let me get I'll close it out with this scripture. Second Ezra's the 9th chapter. Okay, because this is what a prophet is supposed to do. He's supposed to go through the scriptures and see the things that are happening in the world today, and tie it in or filter it through the scriptures. That's how you can determine a true prophet. Okay, because a true prophet is consumed, okay, with prophecy, right? So this is Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. Those signs are what those visions pursuing in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. Okay, the signs pass, or those visions which I have told thee before. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Why? Because we're waiting for the Lord to return. We're waiting for the Most High Yahawah to send his son Yahawashi to deliver us. That's our number one concern. Our number one concern isn't to be the most popular Israelite group. Our number one concern isn't to build schools and libraries and try to integrate and establish anything here in America, because we understand prophecy says that America is going to be destroyed. Okay, so we see no future here, man. Matter of fact, let me get that and I'll close it. I'll close it on that. Where you at? Let me see if I can find it. I know it's in Hebrews. Saying you want to fuck with my computer now. See? Saint's mad. Hebrews. I know it's Hebrews. I believe it's 13. We have no continuing city. See? We have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. It might be 16. Give me a second here. Let me try to find it. See, here it is. Here it is. Hebrews 13:14. For we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Okay? The continuing city that we seek for is the kingdom of heaven, man. We understand that here in America, this slimy, dirty, decrepit place here in America, this is not our city. This is not the city where we'll establish ourselves, man. The city or the place that we'll establish ourselves is in the kingdom of heaven, which is in Israel, which is going to be our home, man. We're going to be able to obtain our land back through what? Through prophecy. All right? So that's the city that we're seeking for. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to just bring that out. Until the next show, shalawam.